Honorable Chair and members of the board. My name is Ron Arias. I'm the Director of the Long Beach Department of Health and Human Services. And I can see from that last presentation, Long Beach Unified School District is doing a pretty damn good job. Congratulations. I don't even know if I could say what my name was in high school to a board like this, but you will go long and far, and congratulations again. But I'm here tonight not only representing the Long Beach Department of Health and Human Services, but I'm also here representing the Miller Foundation as a trustee. And I also wanted to commend the school district for their efforts of being part of our continuum of care to serve homeless people and their families. The Bethune Elementary School is a national model. It has been recognized. Was it 2 years ago when we had the special presentation there? I don't remember the woman who spoke, but it was probably one of the most inspirational meetings I had been to in a long time. But on behalf of the Miller Foundation, I also have a very small check, but I think it will be helpful to that we are making to the Bethune School on behalf of the district, and it is my pleasure to present this to you and also to the foundation for back-to-school supplies and clothing as needed. And thank you very, very much. So do we give this to Judy or to Chris?
Thank you very much, Ron and Tracy. Just another documentation of the collaboration that goes on in the city of Long Beach on behalf of our young people. Mr. Steinhauser, how many young people are we serving at Bethune currently?
Off the top of my head, I'm not sure, but we serve hundreds throughout the entire school year. It's estimated that we have approximately 800 homeless children in our community.
Thank you very much. Staff report, we have none. Business items, we have action items, personnel, no retirees this evening. Mrs. Stanton?
I present the following proposed actions prepared by Assistant Superintendent Human Resource Services and approved and recommended by the Superintendent. On the certificated report, there are 31 appointments, 3 in-service changes, 3 leaves of absence, 4 resignations, and 1 retirement. And on the classified report, there are 135 appointments, 4 in-service changes, 3 leaves of absence, 13 resignations, 2 retirements, 1 reduction due to lack of work or lack of funds, 1 abolishment due to lack of work or lack of funds, and 1 amendment. And Mr. Chairman, I present this, I move approval of this report.
Second. Been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Purchasing and contract report.
Mr. President, I'm sorry. We have a last-minute error that we need to correct on that report, and it's on item number 15. The funding is listed as deferred maintenance, and that was an error. It's supposed to read just maintenance.
Item number 15.
On the purchasing and contracts report, it's among the items that you're about to consider.
Very good. Thank you for that correction. So noted.
Mr. President, I have a question regarding number 6, the special education individual student agreements. I've spoken to Judy Elliott about this. I have some questions about the Devereaux, Texas Treatment Center as an appropriate placement. And what I'd like is for staff to give us an outline of how many students are sent out of state for behavioral problems, how we pay for them, and perhaps alternatives to Devereaux, which I think is an inappropriate placement for many of our students.
Very good. Any other comments, purchasing and contracts? Do I hear a motion?
Oh, actually, I'm sorry. I have one comment. I had a question. On item 11 on purchasing and contract with school services, I remember last year we were going to do a review or evaluate after a year, and here we have it on the contract to approve tonight. Was there any staff evaluation of the services rendered?
Yes, we actually evaluate them on a regular basis, but a prime example is the support of AB 2989. They were the leaders in helping to push that bill through that will not only benefit this district, but all 1,000 districts in the state of California. So we'll be bringing them back in the board workshop to establish the board's political platform, because like we did last year.
Thank you.
Move to approve. I hear a motion. Second. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Business Department report.
I move approval.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Other items, superintendent items. Chris, you have Mr. Superintendent, you have a presentation to make, I believe.
Yes, Mr. President and members of the board. Every year we bring the district organizational chart in front of you. It's just an information item, as when we have, for example, Karen DeFries retired this year, Dr. Lynn Winters retired. So a couple years ago you asked us to put the names of people in the boxes so that everybody would know who was with that office. If you look at your chart, and for members of the audience, it's in the board packet, the changes are minor. Under Assistant Superintendent for Elementary, we have added the Leadership Development position, and that is a staff development that we do with all of our principals in the district. Under the High School Superintendents, we've added the School for Adults as well as Read. Under the Chief Business Financial Officer, we've split out Financial Services Division, the Facilities Division, and the Business Services Administrator. Under the Deputy Superintendent, we've added, which Chris Dominguez was, the Assistant Superintendent for OCIPD, we've added Home Study, which is our K-8 program, and the entire program for special projects, which operates about $70 million of categorical programs, as well as our after-school partnership programs, which are going to grow this year from 42 to over 70 with Prop 49 in January. Our homeless education program, which we heard about earlier, as well as our magnet programs. And then if you look at the very last box where it says Assistant Superintendent, Office of School Support Services, Dr. Elliott, we've added an entire new division called Coordinated Student Services, where we've realigned people that, for example, we've put our psychologists, our nurses, our social workers all under one department so that they can better serve our students.
Very good. Thank you, Mr. Superintendent.
Information only.
Do I hear a motion? Information. Don't need a motion here. Very good. Okay, we'll move on then to unfinished business, public access to budget documents, and Mr. Ellis this week.